In a small tight-knit community there lived an elderly man named Mr. Thompson, who had spent decades in his modest home, surrounded by memories of a life well lived. As time passed, the house began to show its age, much like its owner, with peeling paint and a roof that leaked during the rain. Mr. Thompson, despite his loneliness, always greeted his neighbors with a warm smile and a wave, sharing stories that transported them back in time. One day, a fierce storm swept through the town, leaving Mr. Thompson's home in disarray, and the old man feeling more isolated than ever. His neighbors, upon seeing the damage, felt a pang of guilt for not having reached out sooner, realizing that Mr. Thompson needed them now more than ever. Inspired by a sense of community and compassion, a group of neighbors gathered to discuss how they could help their dear friend. They decided to come together to rebuild Mr. Thompson's house, understanding that it was more than just bricks and mortar. It was about restoring his dignity and connection to the world. The following Saturday, armed with tools, paint, and plenty of enthusiasm, they gathered in front of his house, ready to make a difference. With each nail hammered and each brushstroke applied, the neighbors shared laughter and stories, rekindling their bonds and creating new memories. As the sun rose higher in the sky, the sound of hammers and laughter filled the air, echoing the spirit of teamwork and camaraderie. Children played in the yard, bringing joy and life back to a place that had felt so empty for so long. As the days turned into a week, Mr. Thompson watched from his porch, his heart swelling with gratitude as he witnessed the transformation of his home and the spirit of his community. One evening, after a long day of hard work, the neighbors gathered for a barbecue to celebrate their progress, sharing meals and stories under the stars. They spoke about the importance of looking out for one another, and how this experience had brought them closer together as a community. Mr. Thompson, moved by their efforts, stood up to express his heartfelt thanks, his voice trembling with emotion. He reminded everyone that it wasn't just about rebuilding a house, but about rebuilding lives and connections that had been neglected over the years. With every nail they drove and every plank they set, they revived not just a home, but the very essence of what it meant to be a neighbor. As the project neared completion, they unveiled a beautiful new porch, a place where Mr. Thompson could sit and watch the world go by once again. On the final day of work, they painted a large sign to hang above the door. "Welcome home, Mr. Thompson." When the day came for Mr. Thompson to see his newly rebuilt home, tears streamed down his face as he took in the love and effort that had gone into it. In that moment he realized he was never truly alone. He had a community that cared deeply for him. The neighbors, filled with pride, stood by his side, knowing they had made a lasting impact on his life. Their act of kindness had not only restored a house, but had also rekindled a sense of belonging and love within their community. From that day forward, Mr. Thompson became a central figure in neighborhood gatherings, sharing wisdom and laughter with all. This experience taught them all that together, they could overcome adversity, build strong bonds, and create a community where no one feels alone. In the end, it was not just about a physical structure, but about the heart and soul of a community that came together to lift one of their own.